Today's question might seem very specific, but I think there is a larger lesson to be taken away for everyone, even if you can't relate to the question's specific circumstances. I got a question from a viewer saying, I'm starting my YouTube channel soon, but English isn't my first language and I have an accent and I'm really anxious about getting it all perfect. And like, how do I handle this? And this is, I love this question because it's not something that I ever have to think about, but tons of YouTubers out there are making videos in English and it's not their first language. First of all, let me just say, people who learn English as their second language tend to be, from my perspective, way too hard on themselves. I've seen hundreds, if not thousands of comments on my main channel where it either starts or ends with, sorry, my English isn't perfect, it's not my first language. But the thing is, I wouldn't have known. Seemed fine to me, seemed perfect to me. Now I know speaking is different than writing, but still, you're probably too hard on yourself and most people wouldn't care. English is a complicated language that doesn't make much sense. And we know it, us native speakers who can barely speak ourselves, we know it's complicated. So we're used to hearing it spoken with an accent because so many people around the world speak English, and we're used to hearing it spoken not perfectly. In fact, most native speakers don't speak it perfectly, to the point where you almost sound pretentious if you speak it perfectly perfect. But one thing you can do to combat the anxiety when you start making videos is to plan out your videos. And I recommend this to everyone. Like, I always plan out my videos, I planned out this one, and all that requires is an outline. So that will take away some of the anxiety. I know sometimes, even if you know a second language very well, it can be hard to think on the spot of what to say next. I mean, English is my only language, and I struggle to think of what to say next, unless I have an outline sitting next to me. So plan out your videos, and if you need to, practice it. Take a few takes. Don't feel like I have to get it this time. Feel free to take lines over and over again, to re-record the whole video if you need to. Once you can get rid of the anxiety about, I've got to get this right, like you can prepare and allow yourself multiple takes, and that anxiety goes away, you'll probably just speak more clearly anyway, because your mind isn't working overtime. You've got it all ready to go. It's also worth pointing out that the most successful, popular YouTuber, PewDiePie, doesn't speak English as his first language. He's from Sweden, and if you listen to his earliest videos, his accent is really strong, but people didn't care, and he didn't care. It didn't stop him, and it shouldn't stop you either. Now, the other thing is, YouTube commenters can sometimes act like little children who don't know what they're saying, like they don't have a filter. So you may get some comments that are like, oh, what's up with this accent? Oh, your English sucks. Who knows? Like, I don't know what you sound like. I feel like the vast majority of YouTube commenters are nice people and they'll never say anything, but you will get someone who maybe is a child who comes onto your channel and makes a comment about it. So don't take it personally. It's possible though that you will get some very well-intentioned viewers who are like, I couldn't understand what you meant in this part. What word are you saying? They might say, oh, you pronounced this word funny. And I mean, it could become a joke. Like, it's not a big deal. Like I mentioned PewDiePie before, his fans make fun of him all the time for pronouncing words weird. Like, instead of saying popular, he always says popular. But it's like, it's something that they bond with him over. It's not something where they're like, I don't want to watch him anymore because he said the word wrong. So, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but just keep your eyes open in the comments for people talking about that. Don't take it personally. And the thing is, unless we literally cannot understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, the accent adds to your character and is something that most viewers will like. So rather than fight the accent and be like, I've got to speak perfect English so they think I'm American or whatever, just embrace what you're working with. you're gonna have insecurities. It might be your accent, it might be the way you look, it might be just your voice, it might be you don't think you're smart enough, whatever. Everyone has insecurities when they're getting on the camera. But in order to make YouTube videos, you have to face those insecurities and just do it. And one last thing I'll leave with you, and this is something good for everyone: never apologize. Don't apologize in your videos about your accent or if your English isn't perfect. Just don't do it. Don't give disclaimers. Don't say this video might not be perfect, this video might not come out the way I want it to, I might not say it exactly right. No, just do it. No disclaimers, no apologies. This is you making your stuff. People can watch, people cannot watch, they can like it, they cannot like it. It's not on you, it's on them. I'm getting passionate, man. I just see so many people who like apologize in their videos. Never apologize. So that's my Monday lecture. Not the normal Saturday lecture, but hopefully I'll get back to Saturdays soon. I'm sorry.